OBS is streaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the ERA Season 16, Round 3, Red Bull Ring, and it's wet as hell. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is the man who invented a new martial art he's calling Shujitsu. He just kicks people right in the shins all the time. I'm not sure if it's effective, but it seems to work.
Are you questioning the effectiveness of a kick to the shin?
It's your boy, Michael Magus.
Thank you, thank you.
We got Max in chat. What up, Max?
Hello, everybody. We're here at a very, very wet Red Bull Ring, formerly known as the A1 Ring. I actually kind of missed the name A1 Ring. It had a certain appeal to me back in the 90s. Anyways, it is now the Red Bull Ring, which people seem to prefer. There's a giant bull somewhere, so we'll see if we get a look at it. And this is a relatively short track, quite difficult, and yeah. Max.
Go wheel aggro.
Max has not managed to fix his wheel up. That's not good.
Need more zip ties.
I believe Max is Max Cruz, if I'm not mistaken. I am noticing that my mic is like kind of flickering a little bit on Discord, so that really only is going to affect Byron because you guys don't get the push to talk Discord feed from me. So you guys will get the full thing. Byron might miss a word or two. Not sure what's up with that. Could be that my mouse is not working properly. I did notice it came unplugged the other day, and I looked at the connector, and it's like starting to rub off like the coating. So if you would like to participate in the Mio Needs a New Mouse drive,
I'll just make up the words I miss in my head, and it'll be an interesting conversation.
Although, speaking of support, actually, guys, so we are trying to get us up to 500 subscribers here at Evolution Racing Academy. And the idea is that if we can do that, we can monetize the videos and stuff. That would allow for self-sufficiency as far as server fees and all that kind of stuff. So, if you've got friends who are even a little bit into sim racing, send them a link. Let them see what we've been doing here, and if they like, get them to subscribe. And it's all good.
Or else.
Chuck Norris knows all about kicks to the chin. I don't know if he knows about kicks to the... Oh, chin. Okay. I was gonna say. I don't recall Chuck Norris doing much other than roundhouse kicks to the head. As per usual, we'll do a track run with people once they hit the qualifying. Let you see the whole track from their point of view. Yeah, it is at almost 500. We have a ways to go, so spread that net nice and wide. Get some help. RC, if you're in the chat, round up the Amazon ladies and get them to subscribe. There's 100 of them. that would make a nice dent.
I demand all people subscribe instantaneously. Otherwise, we're going to start shipping you off to military school. Which will be a surprise for the people at the military school.
And, if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, please. It's how we know that you love us. I see some liveries we didn't see before. This is looks like the stunt possums maybe did a little bit of a new thing. Okay, I'm intrigued. We'll see. Needs more Zillas. There's only so many Zillas we can have. Okay, so
more Zilla equals more better.
Who is volunteering to be our track tour guy of the day? It is a Porsche from the Tobacco crew. I think it is. Yep! It will be Jos van de Velde. Alright. So obviously we skip a little bit of things by coming out of the pit lane, but we don't miss the first bit of action here. full throttle curve into turn 1 or 2, depending on what you think of it as. Anyways, these turns are really, really messy and hard to get right in the dry even, so in the wet, they're going to be a bit of a nightmare. I really do like this track. This is the track where Mike Stoffmill famously lapped the field twice. And it's one of the few racetracks in Formula One history with like significant history that I've seen every race at. So that's cool. Because it was first hosted race in 1997.
That was the year before you were born.
No, I was 10.
Oh, fair enough.
And already watching Formula One with my papa.
Why don't other beverage companies have their own racetracks? How come no Coca-Cola?
Travis Scott does have a DSQ next to his name. Hopefully the administrators clear that. We want Tyler to be able to race. And you have been on board with Yas for the lap of the Red Bull Ring. It's a short one. Probably one of the shortest laps on the calendar, but challenging nonetheless.
Michael, does DSQ stand for definitely disqualified?
Just stands for disqualification. So we're in the Iron qualifying, so let's talk about the Iron Championship. Caden Scott enters today with 35 points to lead the championship. He is 9 points clear of Martin Wobbly and Bozer. Then it is last week's winner, Brian Mongrain. Maybe facing a promotion at some point, but he is in third or fourth place in the championship at the moment. Nicholas Light rounds off the top 5. So that'll be the names to look for, and hopefully enjoy. Let's see, do we have any new faces in the Iron Field today? We do. We have Alfie Solomons.
Very nice.
Tom Hardy,
nice.
Let's go. Looks like his livery is not working. Los Patos Hermanos BMW.
Hashtag no kinks, baby.
I am looking to see if anybody else is new. Looks like we have largely returning faces otherwise. Might as well bring up championship leader, Caden Scott, Crazy Rabbits Racing number 2, an offshoot of the Griffin crew.
I do enjoy the almost Gulf oilness of that. The car behind there.
That would be one of the few Lambos in the field. That's Auckland.
Auckland.
Who I undoubtedly will be a person to watch today. He's along with Brian Mongrain, the two guys who kind of from Wilton Park seemed, let's just say, a little bit displaced in the iron category. I'm not gonna suggest anything. I'm not gonna suggest that they're Isaac Dolgarian or anything. Non-MMA fans will not get that, but there's a fight-fixing Dealey Mabobber in MMA right now.
Do we have any more news on that, or is it just speculation still?
I mean, it's always just going to be speculation, but here are the facts. Dolgarian's a former James Krause coached fighter, which is problem number 1. Problem number 2 is, of course, the big odd shift to Del Val by first-round submission, specifically, before the fight. And also the fact that he showed no idea how to defend a rear naked choke, which, call me crazy, I find actually the most believable part of this, because Dolgarian's always on top. I don't think he's ever had a guy on his back.
Giggity.
But yeah, I'm gonna just throw out the idea that he was probably not fully capable of fighting. Probably had some kind of injury. Based on how bad his shot takedown looked, I'm gonna go with a back injury. And this was kind of a way to make that to get him in the cage, get him paid, and make that bonus money as well, even in a losing effort.
Well, good news. We got up from 324 to 330 subscribers, and I'm going to take credit for all that.
All of that. It's all us. It's not.
Well, I mean, yeah. maybe partially us.
Caden Scott not looking too quick yet. The wet is always a very random indicator of pace. But he does pick up 5th place there. Currently on pole position. Not really shocked. Is Byron's boy Tristan Akalian. Akaloan. Someday I'll get that right.
But it will not be this day.
Might be.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going with Lord of the Rings.
Second place, we have Nicholas Light. And in 3rd place, we have my boy, because he's driving an Audi, Mario Ferreira. Also, Mario says really nice things about us in Discord chat. So, you know, we love him.
It's true. He thinks it's funny that I call him feijoada, which is a food. It's a dish. It's like kind of like casserole, but not really.
Currently on a really good lap is Canada's own Brian Mongrand. I've been adding the French pronunciation just because, well, until I'm told otherwise, I assume he's from Quebec.
That is fair.
Goes 3rd quickest.
Ricardo
Lord Rob's also up into the top 5 as well. Good to have Lord Rob's back on track. He missed Oulton Park. So, good to have him back as he abandons this lap after invalidating it and returns to the pit lane. Jos van de Velde is on a pretty good lap. I was reading chat, and apparently Jos has completely retuned his setup for like hours before the race.
That'd be fun.
That is, it's a bold move, Cotton. And yes, you are definitely the Cotton of this duo.
You're not wrong.
Looking pretty good right now. He's got about 3/10 on his lap time, which will only really pick up a spot over Lucio Condi, who already is having a better day than he had at Oulton Park. Because if you recall, Condi did not qualify at Oulton Park, had to start at the back. So, getting a legal lap in, already an improvement. It is a little bit of the Bill Dauterive, I did better than I thought I did moment, but, like, you know, everyone's got a bar somewhere.
Well, let's go to that bar then.
Oh, but he actually beats out Caden Scott. Nice. Good lap going right now from Bozer for Los Patos Hermanos. This should be about good enough for 6th place, I think. Maybe even better. Coming to the line. 6th place. Oh, I am good with the numbers. No one really on a great lap right now. A couple of greens, but like low-end greens. D. Hines is currently the most in the green car. Out there for the stunt possums.
Stunt possum, check them and see.
Okay, I'm gonna say nice things about the stunt possum liveries because I've been a little mean to them. I've been a little mean to them through 2 rounds. It has a lot of potential. I think that could look very, very good. I can't put my finger on it, honestly. It's just a little flat to me.
Not enough green?
It's not a color thing, because like that looks like a Jordan F1 car, and I love the Jordan F1 car. I'm a big Jordan F1 car supporter. So it's not the color combo. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's kind of like where's an example? I prefer one that's on track. The only one I see is in the pits right now. Oh, hang on. It's the same with the Van Nel guys. Like, blue and orange. Good combo. Like it. Solid. But, I don't know. Missing something.
It's missing holographic flames coming off the spoiler.
Nah. I'm not that kind of nutball.
It's missing some fuzzy dice. And some truck nuts.
The bronzes have been deployed, so the irons have to finish up their laps, and we'll see what they can do. Only three of them on the track right now. Pat Fortune, Tristan Akalun, Lewin, and I was gonna say Stipo, but then he hit the pit lane. That's probably him right there. right, pole position for the Irons will go to Tristan Akaloan. Nicholas Light will be second place on the grid. Third place for Brian Mongron. Fourth place for Pat Fortune. That's a good result for him. He's historically not been the greatest at a single lap qualifying, so good for him. Mario Fajea will start from 5th place, followed by D. Hines. Let me see if I can get a better look at the cars here. It's a little better. Bo Zer will start. Well, Bo is some horrible amalgamation of Ferrari and BMW right now because he's on top of somebody. But anyways, he's 7th. Caden Scott, the championship leader, is the car that he is on top of. He will start from 8th place. Lord Rob's 9th. 10th for Jos van de Velde. 11th for Lucio Condi. Nathan B. Stipo. Alfie Solomons. Matthew East. Bromy. Welcome back, Broman. And JJ Zimmerman are your irons. Okay, let's get ourselves on to our lads from the Bronze Championship, and I'll give you a rundown of their championship. Their championship is pretty damn close. 3-point lead for Thomas Wong, the winner of Woolton Park. He's ahead of Ron Morley in the standings. In third place, it is James Wheel, who is just 1 point back of Morley. 1 point back of him is Sven van de Velde. And then it is, of course, the absent Max Cruz, who currently is in 5th place. That is unfortunate. He was the winner at Misano, but had technical issues at Woolton Park and has parked it for this week as his wheel is giving him problems.
Magel.
Yes, sir.
The wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
It does.
But unfortunately, the wheel on the desk, not good.
That can happen.
Need more zip ties and duct tape.
If I recall correctly, the issue is just that his wheel is basically disconnecting from the computer periodically. So, for example, if you recall at Woolton Park, he was the car that just randomly took a left-hand turn into the wall. And that corresponded to, obviously, a wheel failure. And I do believe we hypothesized that at the time, that the way he was driving suggested that there was some kind of hardware issue going on.
I think I speculated about his utilization of hardcore narcotics.
Well, narcotics as well, of course. But, you know, I was kinder. Okay, a challenge for the skin guys in the audience. Ooh, as Ron Morley gets a little bit of a slide there. Ron Morley loves the purple and pink cars. Someone make me a Grimace car for him. I require this.
That'd be good. Need a Grimace car and a Hamburglar. Rebel.
A little McDonald's sponsorship in there. Yeah, Max is providing us with details connected twice in the quali and twice in the race. That is frustrating. I can definitely feel it. Ron Morley going 17th quickest. Some big guns yet to put up lap times. We'll see what Idris Cahill can do. Czech driver representing the Stunt Possums. I do very much miss his Lego car. Please bring back the Lego car, Idris. Were you here for the Lego car?
I think I saw it once.
That was one of my favorite liveries, so I miss it. That and Steve Tetley's 8-bit car. I miss them. Also, we have a wet day today. Where is Richard Oakes? Because I'm gonna make a bold prediction for you, Byron. Oh, he doesn't seem to be here. Oh, Richard Oakes missing a wet race? Richard, what are we doing? I was gonna say that the rust bucket was gonna reign supreme over the wet, but if he's not here, he can't.
Car might fall apart.
Here comes Robert Volt to the line with a lap that should be a notable improvement. There he goes, up to 14th place. Oh, whoa. Ron Morley's got a burner here. Let's go, Ron. He's up 2 seconds, Byron.
That's more seconds than ever before.
Boom, up to 14th place. Ended up 1.8 up on that lap.
Cha-cha.
No one's doing anything particularly amazing, so let's get... Oh, where'd he go? He must have posted a lap time and vanished from my screen here. Paging Thomas Wong. There he is. Championship leader Thomas Wong in the semi-Gulf Oil liveried car. I kind of like it. Don't get me wrong, it's not the classic Gulf Oil, but I like it. So it looks good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit blasphemy to let Rothko have, like, you know, co-main sponsorship with Gulf Oil, but... but it's there. Oh, there's a... Is there a Honda in the field? I see a Honda out there. Yeah, okay, that's Chris V. Cosmo. Or Cosma in the Honda. We don't see a lot. We don't see a lot of Hondas in the field, mostly because it's a car that doesn't usually get favored by BOP. But you know, it's good to see it out there. Good to see variety. Not so good to see that his livery appears to, you know, not be working, but. Goes 22nd quickest. Actually, you invalidated the lap. He's about a 10-second up. All right, who's on a big one? Biggest one I got is Idris Cahill right now. He's up about 2/10. Stunt Possums. You guys need a theme song. Something for me to butcher on broadcast.
That sounds impossible.
What, me butchering a song? It's entirely possible. .205 car coming to line. Should be about a 2/10 improvement, which will unfortunately still leave him 19th, but hey, faster is faster.
To dream the impossible dream. Something, something, I don't remember the rest of the words.
I was going to say Robert Volt on a good lap, and, well, I think you saw what happened.
You got depowered. Volt was amped up too high.
Mickey Taylor once again struggling to get a qualifying lap in here, which is weird because Mickey Taylor prides himself as being an enduro driver. That's the thing he's, like, you know, supposedly quite good at. And, at the risk of sounding a little bit rude, enduro drivers usually are good at getting banker laps in, at least. And this might be the second race where he fails to do so. Everybody's in the red at the moment, so we'll go with championship leader Thomas Wong. Give him a little bit of spotlight. Currently on pole for the bronzes is James Wheel in the Track Tool Mustang. We have not yet released the silvers. Some minor improvements going on for Thomas Wong and Idris Cahill, but nothing especially significant. Oh, there's a lot of love for Robert Volt's Porsche color livery. I can't say I particularly like it.
That sounds like you're trying to
now throw some Barney. Now throw some Barney on there, and we talk it.
Oh, gross! Terrible.
Sir,
the worst.
You don't have to ruin my childhood like that.
Burn the Barney. Burn it.
As we close up here, it will be James Wheel on the pole, unless Idris Cahill can absolutely rip it up here. Idris, I don't mean this to be disrespectful, but I don't really think you are, because you're in the red right now. You would have to find about 1.8 seconds in the remainder of the lap, and it's not really on the table. All right. Your top 5 in the bronze category. We'll throw up the Helicam to get a look at it. Track Tools, James Wheel. Van Nels Racing's Jos van de Velde. Eltuk Gol is back with the Turkish Aero Display Team. I appreciate that. I also really like that livery, actually. And then it'll be Matthias Wiedemann and Thomas Wong, the championship leader. Moving on to the silver category, Patrick Bellish leads the championship with 29 points ahead of Richard Oakes' 28. If I'm not mistaken... Oh, no, there is Bellish. Okay, I was going to say, Bellish and Oakes may both not be here. Bellish is. Bearded X Badass is in third place with 28 points, 22 for Nathan Gray, and Kerry Pattenden is on 20. That is your top 5. Now, it is worth mentioning Bram Cox, who is in 6th place, did win at Oulton Park. So we may be in the... We may be looking at the beginning of the Bram Cox march to championship contention. So there is our championship leader in the BMW Red Bull car. Patrick Bellish. And should be mentioned, there still might be an issue here. Tyler Scott is still showing as disqualified, which is a little bit problematic.
Maybe he said something really, really bad.
Maybe. Let's see what Bellish has here for his first run. Coming to the line. And good enough for 20th so far. So we still have an iron driver on pole, by the way. Your top silver at the moment is the number 23 car of Sean Young. Representing the Cyber Racing crew. I like their liveries. They look very nice. I believe, if I recall from last race, you were also a fan of the Cyber Racing liveries as well. Man on the move might be Adrian Marood in the Nubs Racing Ferrari. I have updated liveries as of 20 minutes before the stream.
Correct.
Okay. No, that makes sense. We've seen qualification bans before. Usually pertains to some particularly bad behavior in a prior race. So that is probably the answer. I imagine that will be cleared when we hit the actual race itself. So Tyler will probably be allowed to participate. He's just being banned from qualifying due to, I imagine, contact at Oulton Park or some form of driving standard violation. It does happen. Yannick Kraft has got a good lap going here. This could be a pole position lap, although he didn't have a great run out of that corner there. Let's see if he can make up the ground. Livery-wise, I think we've only seen one livery that is probably broken. That would be Chris V. Cosma. His livery appears to be missing from my my most recent sync of deliveries. Well, did you do it correctly, Mr. Robert Volt? So I do have to say, the chances that the synchronization went badly versus there is a mistake on the input it tips to the former. Unless you did it really, really close to the race, that's a possibility. Like I said, I did the last synchronization about 20 minutes before we went live. And Kraft is going to go 9th quickest. We have a new pole sitter. It is the Oulton Park winner, Bram Cox, now at the top. There's a lot of fireworks today. I know Chris Stancer's not here because his doggo requires comfort as the fireworks go off. That's actually
the fireworks not therapeutic?
How does the goose handle the fireworks?
He's fine. He's a little confused. He just doesn't know what's happening. So usually when they're setting fireworks off, we can't see them from my place, but he can hear them, and he can hear them, and then he just sort of is confused.
I think it's more the sound that tends to get the animals, not so much the sight of the fireworks. I remember my mom's dog was actually really, really keen on watching fireworks, just not keen on hearing them. Again, Kraft has got a good lap going here. This should be top 5. Also on a good one is Cedric Muir right now. Second place for Yannick. And Cedric should be also looking at a top 5 here in the Oracle Max Verstappen car. Coming to the line. And takes 5th place. Lost a little bit of time out of that last corner. He was headed for slightly better. At the moment, Bellish looking a little bit out of shape. He's still quite far down the grid. Adrian Marood has got a decently green lap going here.
That sounds like quite the Marood thing to say.
I thought it was very polite. Also, we have Nathan Gray out on track right now in the Los Patos Hermanos Mercedes. And of course, one of Byron's favorite cars. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it was gonna be the 666 Stunt Possum car, but nope. Casey Jones driving the 313, and that is just the standard Stunt Possum livery, although with a little bit of accoutrement to the front there with the laurel motif going on there.
Cocaine driving the train. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Good old Grateful Dead.
Mm-hmm. Jones is currently about 3/10 up. Should be a threat for a top 5 position here. Just got to bring it home. Got one of the other stunt possums out ahead of him, which I believe would be Bram Cox, the pole sitter. And a bad third sector for Casey is going to make this lap a little bit of a scumper. Yep. Did not even improve. All right. Sean Young might have the last chance to do anything here. He is slightly in the green. And Bellish is going to start from 16th place by the looks of it, Byron. That's an odd spot for that's an odd spot for a championship leader.
Maybe he just wants to prove that he can come back from 16th place all the way to first.
Maybe. Well, good lap going here for Sean. Sean might have a top 5 lap here. He's up about 3/10 right now, which would be good enough for about 4th place. Lost a little bit of time as I was saying that, but still on pace for it. Also, let's talk about Stealth Bomber. El Perry just popped up into 3rd place near the end. Bad run through the final sector. And that's going to cost Sean, but he should still improve.
It'll cost you $5.
To 6th place. All right, so Bram Cox has the silver pole ahead of Yannick Kraft, El Perry, Cedric Muir, and Sean Young. So Bram Cox right now is the hottest driver on the planet. Congratulations, Bram. Coming off a win at Oulton Park with a pole position here for Redbull. We'll do the full grid walk once we get to the session turnover. Any predictions from the chat? Other than probably Carnage in the early going, because wet Red Bull Ring. Yeah, this is gonna be a Byron special, I think.
Giggity.
You know what would make this even more of a Byron special, Byron?
If it was in Macau.
My God, that's Romy Bart's music.
Okay. Roman Barthez, special individual.
Everybody's been destroyed except for one man, the Dark Lord of the Sith. Frederico Svanger is in the lead.
Oh, man.
Did he escape the carnage? No, he just doesn't care. No yellow flags on lap 1. That is a brave prediction, Mario. Couple of people out of position that I definitely think we got to keep an eye on. I'm looking specifically at Patrick Bellish, of course, starting from 16th place. That's a big one. Kerry Pattinen also down in the order in 21st place. Those are cars with a lot of upward mobility. And, of course, Tyler Scott starting from the back after his qualifying ban. We'll also see who is getting penalties this week. Bram Cox has himself a couple of penalties. Looks like a pair of 5-seconders. Thomas Wong also carrying a penalty. Makes me think that this is more like the UFC than we think, Byron. The two of our 3 class winners from last race getting penalties. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Betting scandal.
Okay, what is our best camera to get a look at the cars here? I guess it'll be the Helicam. Bram Cox will start on the front row. In joining him, it'll be Yannick Kraft in the Cyber Racing Mustang. El Perry will start from P3 in the Stealth Bomber. Tristan Akaloan. Sir, you're not going to be iron for long at this rate. I'm just going to say that. Starting from P4. Cedric Muir and Sean Young is at All Ferrari Row 3. Nathan Gray will start from P7, followed by Nicholas Light, who had a good performance. Now, I will say, you'll be like, well, why are you saying Akaloan's going to get promoted, but you're not talking about Nicholas Light? Nicholas Light's just a little bit more established as an iron driver. It just looks like this is a kind of like, particularly good form performance for him. Casey Jones will start from 9th place in the Stunt Possum Ferrari, joined by James Wheel, the bronze pole sitter there in the Team Track Tool Mustang. Adrian Maru Van de Velde of the Van Nel Racing Team. Brian Mongrand will start inside row 7 for Canada. Joining him in the 808 Ross Racing car is Steve Tetley. Pat Fortune will start P15 for Stunt Possum. And joining him on that row is a surprisingly down the order BMW Red Bull of Patrick Bellish, the championship leader. Mario Fajea will start 17th for Team Track Tool in the Audi. Alptuk Gull will join him on the that row. That is a very nice livery. I like the livery. I applaud the livery. Let's see if we get a good view at it here. Not really, unfortunately. I really need like a good close-up rear camera for these track walks. Anyways, starting for P19, it'll be D. Hines in the Stunt Possum car. Bo Zur will join him from Las Patos Hermanos. Kerry Patton is a little bit of position in the Track Tool Mustang. Oh, is that a car change? Okay, that might explain it. Kerry Patton historically has been a mid-engine car runner. I wonder if this is his first run in the Mustang. Matthias Wiedemann will join him on row 11 for Cyber Racing in the Ferrari. Following him, it'll be Thomas Wong, the Bronze Championship leader, starting quite far down the order there. Championship leader, Caden Scott. So row 12 is the royalty row. Oh, people just moved up a spot, so I think we've lost a car. Lord Robs will start for 25th place for the Cyber Racing crew. Following him will be Van Nels' Jos van de Velde. Ron Morley will start 27th ahead of Robert Volt in 28th place. Lucio Condi and Idris Cahill are row 15. Robert Stoltz. I don't think we saw him in qualifying at all. He'll start from 31st place ahead of Nathan B. Following him will be Chris V. Cosma in the Honda, starting from 33rd place with Stipo. Joining him on that row, Alfie Solomons will start from 35th place ahead of Matthew East. And then it is Bro Mine starting from 37th place ahead of Mickey Taylor. And bringing up the rear, it is J.J. Zimmerman in the Track Tool Porsche, joined by Tyler Scott in the Griffin. Who is that behind Tyler Scott? There is no... Oh, that's Mickey Taylor just being out of position. Okay. Get your butt up into 38th place, buddy. All right, who will lead into corner one? Let's get the Helicam out. Because we love the Helicam.
Indeed. It is the perfect vantage point for carnage.
A little bit, yeah. Question from the chat. Is Tyler Scott South African? Yes, he is. Yes, the entire Griffin Sim Racing crew is South African. There's an interwoven family tree there of brother-in-law, father-son duos. El Perry powering his way into second place ahead of Yannick Kraft here in the early going. And he's had a marvelous start up into second place. Kraft still has third. He is battling with Cedric Muir in the... well, actually, no, it's more Sean Young and Cedric Muir going side by side there for what'll be fourth place eventually. The timing screen is very messed up right now. Please ignore. But El Perry in first. Where is Bram Cox? What has happened to Bram Cox?
All right,
he's down in 10th. Okay, I don't usually like to use replays at the start of the race, but how did Bram Cox fall so far back? And also Patrick Bellish with a belter of a start. He's up in the top 10. Anyways, not sure what happened to Bram. Anyways, the seas have cleared. In the lead is El Perry. Second place for Yannick Kraft. Third place for Cedric Muir. Fourth place for Sean Young. And Nicholas Lighton fifth. Then it is Casey Jones, Nathan Gray, Sven van de Velde with a phenomenal start, Patrick Bellish with probably the start of the day, and Byron, I think I'm going to boldly state the worst start we've ever seen from Pole. Bram Cox has gone from first place to 10th.
Well, I mean, it's strategies. Usually, the more cars you have ahead of you, the easier it is to draft, and therefore you use less gas.
Yeah, I mean, in the spray of this race, this is not a fuel mileage race, I should mention. This is a 1 hour race, so that's not really a good concern.
Well, I mean, The water spray coming into the engine compartment off of the car ahead of you also cools the engine down, therefore using less gas.
Brian Moncron 11th, Caden Scott 12th, Matthias Wiedemann 13th, ahead of Robert Volt. Then it is Thomas Wong, Bozer, Jas van de Velde, Robert Stolz, Lucio Condi, and Idris Cahill, your top 20. And we have a couple of South Africans. We've got the Griffin Racing Team. Robert Stoltz, Tyler Scott, Caden Scott in this field are all South African. Nathan Gray also is South African. He represents Las Patos Hermanos.
Which one of them is a Nigerian prince in disguise?
I don't think we have a Nigerian prince in disguise, but we might. I mean,
Please send $1 million.
In fairness, if someone was a Nigerian prince in disguise, I would be the last one to know.
Please send $1 million to my email.
Graham Cox looking to make his way through the grid, battling with Patrick Bellish. Kind of two guys on the opposite end of the spectrum here. Cox had a terrible start. Bellish had an amazing one. And they are now battling for 9th place.
Sounds like you're embellishing.
I don't think I... Oh, somebody is facing the
man backwards.
Nicholas Light.
Backwards.
What has happened to Nicholas Light?
He got lit up.
No one to blame but yourself on that one, Nicholas.
Hydroplane, high on cocaine.
Ends up spinning in the wrong direction and dropping. Oh, one of the Audis also giving us, or pardon me, Honda. So that'd be Cosma getting out of shape. Lord Rob's battling with Robert Stoltz. Stoltz in the 143 representing the Griffins, and Lord Rob's representing Cyber Racing. Probably the two biggest teams in the grid we have here. Could be wrong. Could be stud possums. Should at some point get a head count of the teams, but those are kind of the three big ones. We also have a fair number of Las Patos Hermanoses. Adrian Maroud looking to get around Pat Fortune in the background. And Team Track Tool, obviously, is also a big one. Mario Ferreira in the Audi there, representing them ahead of Bram Morley and the rapidly rising Van Nels team with Tristan Akaloan, who's had a terrible start and has found himself in 26th place. Trying to think of any other big teams worth adding to the list here. Cedric Mirror falling through the pack as he... What happened to him? So it looks like he went into the pit entrance and maybe didn't want to? That car looks maybe terminally ill, actually.
Well, I mean, you don't have to call out his livery like that.
That's just not the livery, sir. Just saying that car does not look good right now. All right, El Perry's lead is shrinking. Yannick Kraft is on the march, trying to get the Mustang to the front. Sean Young running in third, ahead of Casey Jones, Nathan Gray, Sven van de Velde. And then it is Bram Cox, Patrick Bellish, the two respective winners of the opening two rounds. Bellish was the winner at Misano. Cox was the winner at Woolton Park. And rounding off the top 10, it is Mongron and the Iron Championship leader, Caden Scott. Robert Volt in the hunt.
He's on the charge.
And further back, Rod Morley's got a little train forming behind him with Mario Fajea, James Wheel for the Track Tool team, and as Mario does his teammate a favor and lets him through, and that is Tristan Akaloan in the background going up the inside as well in the Lamborghini. Akaloan will probably be on the charge. We've seen very rapid driving from him. And to see him back down in the order is, well, it's surprising, I think is the word I would use to describe it.
It's your boy, Red Luigi.
Robert Stoltz on the tail of that is Idris Cahill. And we have a pit stop for Bran Cox as he falls through the order.
It's all part of the strategy.
Cox is having a weird day. Of course, there is a mandatory pit stop, so maybe he's just trying to get that out of the way now, fix whatever was maybe wrong with the car at the start, and get out there and you know, there's I have a theory. I don't want to say Byron. Do I want to say it because it's a little embarrassing if it ends up being true.
Why? Because he's trying to eat 32 hot dogs while driving?
Well, I would consider that heroic, sir, not embarrassing. No, but of course this is a wet race, and if you loaded the wrong setup, like a dry setup, for example,
these are possible truths.
That would definitely cause you to go backwards. So just gonna say an early pit stop could imply some issue of loading the wrong particular setup for the car. I would suggest maybe like a gamble, but like, of course, I mean, I doubt it. This is not.
If he has loaded the setup for the Dakar Rally,
this doesn't feel like 1976 Jochen Mass at the Nürburgring or the Nordschleife and him flying through the field as he, you know, gambled on. My brain is plaguing me. I think he gambled on dry tires and the field went wets and he just flew through for a bit. And then it bit him.
I need you to put on these slightly moist tires.
That race was, of course, the famous one where Nicky Lauda had his accident. And his life was saved by Arturo Mazzario, another driver who got out of his car. And it was not the only one. Brett Lunger was there, as well as another driver who I'm blanking on right now, Harold Ertl, I think. They all went there to try to free him, and it actually was he only survived because Arturo had test drove the Ferrari Formula 1 car and actually knew how to work the seatbelt. So if he had not stopped, the movie Rush might have gotten a little bit more depressing.
Or just been short.
Or just never been made, probably, honestly, is the answer. Matthias Wiedemann putting the pressure on Robert Volt. Old nemesis is these two. Been fighting up the ranks for a long time. And Lucio Conde battling with Jos van de Velde. Making the repass stick there in his Ferrari. Lucio having a really good day, actually. Very solid run for him up in 14th place. I just remember reading my Formula 1 encyclopedia. Oh, and it knocked into a spin.
That's not great.
I'm not going to really apportion much blame to Jos. I mean, it's a rear ending, so obviously you're going to raise a little bit of a stink eye at it. But I kind of think that there was a bit of an odd breaking point there by Lucio. Could be wrong, obviously. But, and in the wet, that is something that just, it will happen. A lot more frequently than in the dry. I was going to say, I'm reading my Formula 1 encyclopedia a while back, and in the 1990s and 1980s, it's like, and this driver crashed, and Derek Warwick heroically on the scene to try to free them. Like, Derek Warwick may not have won any races in his F1 career, but that man probably saved like 6 lives. Him and Patrick Tambay are like seemingly at the scene of any accident trying to extract the driver.
Just bolt the jaws of life to their car.
Pretty much. One of the track tool cars rejoining in the background. Could be James Wheel. Early pit stops are not out of the equation, obviously. The wet can be very, very tricky early on. It could also be something you set your car up a little bit off for. And obviously you may need to adjust. El Perry, by the way, putting up the fastest lap of the race, as he leads by just over a second over Yannick Kraft.
Do you think L is short for elbow?
I know what it's short for. He used to race with his full name. It's El Shong.
El Schlong.
Shong. Lucio Condi, Adrian Rude, and Ron Morley battling for 20th place. Oh, somebody. That's Lord Robs.
Roberto.
What happened there? I feel like this is going to be a self-imposed mistake here. Maybe a little bit too much on the... Oh, no. Just kind of loses the back end.
Just grasp the back end firmly.
Bit of an odd place to lose the back end. And the fact that he's stationed at the side of the track presents maybe some kind of hardware issue that he's trying to work through. Idris Cahill looking down the inside of Jos van de Velde. Van de Velde tries to slam the door shut. And that might have just caused more trouble than it's worth. Robert Stoltz is in the background there, along with one of the stunt possum. That's Pat Fortune in the Lambo. And right behind them is a lap car. That's that track tool car we saw come out of the pit lane. Kerry Patton. All right, Kerry's having a bad day.
Mike, I have good news.
Oh.
The Green Bay Packers are only losing by 1 point. Because it either looks like they scored 2 field goals or they got a touchdown and no point after.
I believe it was 2 field goals. I was looking at that earlier. Because, 1, I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. 2, though, I do have Josh Jacobs, their running back, on my fantasy team.
Very nice.
He's currently battling a calf injury, though, so he's been a little bit ineffective lately, but he is a phenomenal running back, and I will ride or die even through the injury.
Gotta make sure you take care of them baby cows. Don't let them get hurt. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be tiny cowboys.
I've got him and Ashton Genty as my running backs today. Oh, man. That Ashton Genty pick has not gone right for me in any way, shape, or form.
You should see if they'll trade straight across for Saquon Barkley.
Jos van de Velde having a problem there. Oh, I would not trade Saquon Barkley for any running back. Oh, Yas! That's
boy.
That's not good. That's not good. He obliterates Idris Cahill. And I'll tell you who won on that, Robert Stoltz. Also, Pat Fortune picking up a couple of spots. Ignore the Ford Mustang in between them. That's Kerry Patton, and he's down a lap. And they're just kind of letting him through because he's faster than them. He's just had a unfortunate race. Lucio Condi in the background, along with probably Bozer. No, that's Alfie Solomons. That is the Midlands heavyweight boxing champion. His proportions are such that we cannot mate him. And in his shadow, no good will grow. He's got Lucio Condi, and that is Tristan Akaloan in the background. Check in with the leader. El Perry is under pressure again from Yannick Kraft. It seems like Perry enjoyed a period where he's pulling away from Kraft, but Kraft is coming back at him now. Could be that one of their cars functions a little bit better in different types of dampness than the other. So,
Oyster than an oyster.
We'll see how that goes. Battle of the front engine boys. Third place still to Sean Young. He's got a little bit of a trade forming behind him. Casey Jones and Nathan Gray are on his tail. And there's a gap back to Sven van de Velde, who leads from Bellish, Mongron, Robert Volt, and Matthias Wiedemann, your top 10. D. Hines and Steve Tetley going side by side. And in front of them, that is Mario Fajeda, if I'm not mistaken. As well as one of the cyber racing cars. Oh, it's Matthew East. Oh, Matthew East is having a good day. He started basically at the back. He's worked his way up to 20th. Good work, Matthew. We here in the commentary booth appreciate guys who have been kind of historical backmarkers making improvements and having a good day.
Indeed. You will be promoted to Euro Truck Simulator 2005.
I think even was really happy that one time Thomas was running in 7th place. I'm like, how did this happen? But it's awesome. Pat Fortune in a battle with Stoltz at Akaloan. Is that Akaloan? No, that is Akaloan. Okay. I was just looking at the tower, and the tower didn't make sense with what I was seeing, but I'm like, no, according to the race control, that is absolutely what is going on. Alfie Solomon's also there in the black BMW, getting a little wide. Akaloan going through. Yes, Robert Volt, the top 10 is very nice. He's running in 9th place. Behind Brian Mongron and ahead of Matthias Wiedemann in the Cyber Racing Ferrari. In fact, this is a very odd running order, honestly. This is not the running order that we are used to seeing. There's a lot of guys who we're used to seeing absolutely at the front, and they're not there. And to be honest, that's what the rain can do. The rain can give you some very interesting, weird results.
And we get some cool hydroplane drifting.
I remember the 1999 Formula One Grand Prix of France. The qualifying was super wet. Rubens Barrichello put his Stewart on pole, which was unusual because pole position was reserved for Ferrari and McLaren at that point. And then second was a Sauber, and third was a Porsche or a Prost. It's what is this grid? Rain is, I don't want to say the great equalizer, it's the great chaos maker. Nathan Gray looking down the inside of Casey Jones. Casey Jones looking at the back of Matthias Wiedemann in 3rd place. Mario Fajeda going side by side with Alptuk Gol going through, as well as Idris Cahill in the Stunt Possum BMW. And looks like Gull is carrying some front end damage. That will be less of an issue around this track in the wet. Lucio Condi dropping back a couple of spots there. Pardon me, looks like he's just lapped. So something happened with Condi. Maybe he pitted? Yeah, looks like he might have gone to the pits. Let's see, who has pitted? Cedric Muir, Lucio Condi, Kerry Pattenden, Adrian Marood, and Bram Cox are the undercutters thus far. Goal going up the inside of D. Hines. He is on a charge. Hines holding him off, though. Idris Cahill in the background there is Hines' teammate in the BMer. Ooh, nice move by Gall. Cahill will also go through. I imagine once he lost it, Hines was going to give that spot to his teammate Cahill, who is a class ahead of him. So that makes sense. That is the bronze battle there between Gall and Cahill. Hines was merely a observer. Hines also is going to lose out to Mario Fajeda, which is probably not intentional. Nicholas Light's in the pits. And one of the Mustangs getting out of shape in the background. Matthias Wiedemann on the tail of Brian Mongrain. Robert Volt up ahead. All right, so Byron, you were a fan of the cyber racing ones like Matthias Wiedemann here, correct? Last you were a big fan of Sean Young's livery?
Yeah, it had the black ice weapon skin basically going on there.
Oh no, El Perry! The race leader is sideways on the track. What has happened? Oh, it was more. Oh, it looks like a blue flag car took him out too. It looks like it's probably that white car there that's paused at the side of the track.
There may be angry words being said.
El Perry taken out possibly by a blue flag car. No. Yannick Kraft to the front. Yannick Kraft not caring how he gets to the front, just that he is at the front. I was going to do a whole thing of looking at all the cyber racing liveries and seeing which one you like the best. But we got action instead. But anyways, there is one. Purple. And we got two cyber racings on the podium now with Sean Young and Yannick Kraft. We've had it more or less the entire time. Casey Jones did get past Sean Young, so he's up into second place. And in behind him will be Nathan Gray, Sven Vanderbilder, Patrick Bellish, and there is our former race leader El Perry. He needs to calm down, get his head back in the game, and charge back up there. Robert Volt, Brian Mongrain, and Matthias Wiedemann, your top 10. James Wheel, looking to get past Steve Tetley. We know Wheel's got a little bit more pace. He qualified quite high, running back here, and not where he wants to be country. We'll just put it that way. Says, no offense, Steve, but this is not who I'm supposed to be racing, and I'm not happy about it. Up ahead of them is Alfie Solomons, and Matthew East is up in 18th place. Come on, chat. Show some love for Matthew East. He is on the charge, and I'm loving it. Bozer versus Tristan Akaloan. This is for third place in the iron category. And right behind them is Pat Fortune. Oh, Byron. My spidey sense is tingling, Byron. Something going to happen.
Things are high speed and competitive.
Akaloan makes the move around the outside. Three of the big teams battling it out here. Akaloan for Van Nel, Bozer for Los Patos Hermanos, and Pat Fortune for the Stunt Possums. Fortune also down the inside and into 16th place. Steve Tetley looking to make a move on Alfie Solomons, and that didn't go well.
Yikes.
That didn't go well at all. I'd have to look at a close-up replay, get the measurement tools out and everything to figure out who was at fault there. Tetley was up the inside. He had the room. That being said, was Solomons committed to the turn beforehand? It's a tough one. Side-by-side contact usually is. And Bozer on the tail of Pat Fortune.
Oh, Fortuna.
That's Cedric Murin behind them. He's on a different lap. It's kind of the weird case. Mir's been lapped by them, but he is faster than them. Like, we know this just from past pace. And therefore, it's kind of like, give me my lap back, you bastards. And no, you're not taking both of them there, Cedric. That would be far too adventurous.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
If I'm Bozer and Pat Fortune, I am letting him past. This is only going to This is only going to imperil my race, holding Mirror behind us. Because Mirror is faster. James Wheel in the pits, Steve Tetley in the pits, out to goal in the pits. So it looks like we are approaching that halfway mark where a lot of people will probably be rushing the pit lane. And Sven van der Velde pitting out of the top 10 as well. Alfie Solomon's putting the moves on Lord Robs, which I'm not gonna lie, that's a Peaky Blinders story right there. The magnificent Tom Hardy, great in everything he's
Indeed.
in. I can't think of a bad movie or project that he's been in.
I would like a buddy cop movie with Tom Hardy and Jason Momoa. There need to be more buddy cop movies.
That's got to be like the most weird like first experience I've ever had with an actor, because the first thing I saw Tom Hardy in was Layer Cake.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like it's a tiny role. I think he has like 3 lines. You're like,
yep.
My God, that was Tom Hardy.
First time I saw him was in that Star Trek movie. It was Insurrection or
no, Nemesis.
Nemesis. There you go.
That might have been the first one for me as well. It was either so it was one of 3 things. I can't remember what I saw first. Star Trek Nemesis, Layer Cake, or Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, and I didn't see Layer Cake until like years after it was released, so it was definitely Star Trek.
Yeah, I saw Layer Cake basically when it was released. My friend Anthony is a big cinephile, and was very much into the Matthew Vaughn, Guy Ritchie, that area. So Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch. He was also the one. About the only Guy Ritchie film he did not introduce me to was The Gentleman. That's about it. And I
think I did that
early. Yeah, that was you. Brian Mongrand in the bits. Trista Akaloan still on the charge. Next up on his list, Ron Morley. Can you find a person for me, Tony? Well, it depends. How many variables are we talking about here? 50,000. Passes the blower, Susan. What do I call you? Bullet? Tooth? You can call me Susan if it makes you happy. L. Perry in the pits. Or actually has already pitted and has come out in 11th place, so L. Perry is still very much in the discussion for the race victory here. How far behind the leader is he? He is currently...
Here he comes again and again.
Currently, he is about 30 seconds behind the leader. That feels weak. He's a lap down, so it's hard to tell. Sven van der Velde in behind him. And I know it's temporary, but Audi in the top 10, baby! Mario Fajera running in 10th place. Temporary.
Go, Mario.
Temporary. But Mario's having a good run out there. A couple of guys having a really good run today.
Does Mario have a sibling, and does Mario refer to himself and that sibling as the Mario Brothers? That's what I want to know.
That'd be something that should happen.
One of those talking in the third person things. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh yes, we are the Mario Brothers. I am Mario. Thank you.
Matthew East has been in and out of the pits and is battling with Robert Stoltz over what is at the moment 22nd place, but is probably going to be higher than that when everything shakes out. And yes, Peaky Blinders is amazing. I can't remember the speech off the top of my head, but the Alfie Solomon's introducing his nephew, the boxer, has to be one of the finest pieces of television I've ever seen.
Is it even better than SAS Rogue Heroes?
I think it's a little bit too different to say which one's better, to be honest. It's like it depends what you're looking to get out of
When Patty Main meets the French.
Have you ever had the displeasure of getting sand under your foreskin? It's not pleasant. Patty Main would know.
Correct.
Ooh, Matthew East looking to make a move here. Oh, that's a lap car. Never mind. I got a little bit excited for nothing. That's the attract tool car of J.J. Zimmerman. My apologies. Oop. Matthew, that's not the track. Robert, that's also not the track. What's going on? Nathan Gray has inherited the lead at some point. I'm not sure how. The immediate idea would be like people had pitted and all, but Yannick Kraft has not pitted. So something happened to him, and he also overtook Casey Jones. Oh, Kraft has pitted. Okay. But still, he did get past Casey Jones, so that's you know, he worked for it. Nathan Gray is not happy with that Porsche up ahead of him. That is Brian Mongrand, the Canadian. Not giving Canadians a good name. Get out of the way, sir. Thank you. Also, why, Brian, are you getting out of the way and then making Casey Jones dive bomb you? What? Brian! This is not good, Brian. Oh, we have a technical DNF for Raiden the Ranger. Raiden, I'm afraid I don't know who you are as far as the drivers are concerned.
I was going to ask.
We've lost a couple of cars.
Do you think he's related to Goro?
As Bozer hits the pit lane, looking a little rough for wear, but he was running in 4th place. Also, Byron, if possible, please keep an eye on the Discord chat to see if anybody pops in that wants to talk.
I refuse.
I have only so many monitors.
You got more monitors than I do.
No, we got about the same, don't we?
It's your boy Gull.
I've got 4.
And Mr. Gull, I got 3.
Okay.
Mr. Gull, I have a question that I need answered. Do you have special doors on your car?
We have a question of what happened to
wings?
Robert Volt. I don't think anything did. He's running in 10th place. He's pitted. And he's having a perfectly solid day. Stop go penalty way, by the way, for Ron Morley. Yes, Mr. Elton Gull, tell us what is the details of your technical failing, if you would like to share. We're kind of at that part of the race where we don't have a lot to talk about in terms of on-track action. The only battle is this one here between Bronze Driver Mario, or Iron Driver Mario Fajera, and possible race winner El Perry. And this is not really a battle. If I was Mario, I would probably use 4th and 11. Probably a pit stop there, Liam. He made a pit stop, and yeah, people are dropping down the order as they make their pits.
Elbows Perry charging up through the ranks.
Still waiting on Tyler Scott, Mario Fajeda, Casey Jones, Nathan Gray to make their pit stops. Hopefully nobody else, to be honest. But we'll... Yep, that's it. Those are the only ones. So L. Perry still netting out to top 5. He's at least in 4th place. He's on the same lap, so I can do a quick little bit of mental arithmetic here. Yeah, okay, so he should actually still come out ahead of Nathan Gray and company, so yeah. Yannick Kraft will be the net leader, but L. Perry should be in 2nd place. My wheel stopped working on the pits. Ah! Did you try rebooting the wheel? And is this a recurring problem? Would also be.
Have you tried just taking the boots to the wheel?
Tyler Scott in the pits. So that leaves 2 candidates for the Max Simmons Award, Byron. Is it going to be Mario Fajeda or Nathan Gray?
I believe in Mario.
You believe in Mario? I mean, you could go pretty damn late in the wet temperatures because, of course, the wet tires don't wear out all that badly. And, yeah. I don't think we're expecting any kind of drying out of the track, so I'm not saying that there's a good idea to go deep, but it's on the table. One of the stunt posts coming out. That's Casey Jones. Can L. Perry beat him? Go, L, go! He can! Gets out ahead of Casey Jones. That's 3rd place. He might be effectively in 2nd. It's gonna depend. It's gonna be tough. Nathan Gray's going to come out somewhere around this area when he pits. So Kraft will take the lead, assuming he doesn't make a mistake. And then the question is, where does Nathan Gray fit? You'll take it with it later. Okay, that does sound like some kind of hardware issue. The only thing I can maybe suggest, just to, I don't know, as a quick possible thing to look at, is obviously trying different USB ports for the wheel. Trista Auchinlowen with the overtake there of, I think that was a lapped car. Oh no, that was Robert Stoltz. Ron Morley in the pits to serve a stop-go 30-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. What I do with my wheel, I'm just going to throw this out here, is that normally you wouldn't want to plug it into a hub, but I have a USB hub that provides its own power source. As a result, I find that you get a stable connection with that for the wheel and the pedals. That being said, you need like a good hub, like can't be a cheapie, but that does help me. Technically, actually, I'm using a switch, not a hub, but it's because that one time I had RC over to co-drive in an endurance race, and we obviously could not set up both rigs for us because, well, RC is about 5'5", I'm about, 6 foot, so obviously not gonna work. So having the switch set up to just like switch over was a better idea. Casey Jones. Okay, Kraft is out is in the lead again because Nathan Gray coming out of the pit lane. There he is. Gray comes out in 2nd. I don't think he's in 2nd. I think I'm getting a timing glitch. Oh no, never mind. He just got out way clear of them. Okay. I saw the stunt possum livery and I didn't realize that that's Idris Cahill who's just lapped in behind him. Okay. So pit stops are sorted out. Yedit Kraft leads the way. 3.5 seconds back is Nathan Gray. L. Perry is in 3rd place. 4th place for Casey Jones. 5th place for Sven Van de Velde, having a phenomenal day. Sean Young is in 6th. Pit stops did not work out for him. Patrick Bellish in 11th or 7th. Followed by Robert Volt, followed by Matthias Wiedemann, and Thomas Wong is stuck up into the top 10. We then have Mon Gran, Caden Scott, Bram Cox, Bo Zur, Tristan Auchinlowen, Robert Stoltz, Matthew East, Mario Ferreira, James Wheel, and Tyler Scott, your top 10. Tyler Scott gets a shout out for starting dead last and working his way up into the top 20. On the bright side, if it's a power supply issue, Altug, that's a relatively cheap fix. You just need to get your hands on another power supply. Unless you think it's the actual connector inside the wheel, then that is a little bit more of a complicated fix, potentially. Casey Jones and L. Perry battling it out for the final step on the podium. Stunt Possum versus the Stealth Bomber. Coming up to some lap traffic. And Robert Volt and Patrick Bellish going at it. This for a pretty important 7th place. Bellish does lead the championship in the silver category by just 1 point over Richard Oakes. Now, Richard's not here today, so he will retain it over Richard. In fact, Bearded X Badass not here today, so I guess if you're going to have an off day, Byron, your best bet is to do it when your two main championship competitors are not here.
Correct.
Because anything he does is generally a positive here today. But he does have Nathan Gray to consider, who is in 4th place in the championship and currently running in 2nd in the... Okay, he was running 2nd in the race, but he's apparently overtaking Yannick Kraft. What has happened? Yannick, what have you done? Oh, no! Yannick Kraft off at the final turn. There comes Nathan Gray to take the lead.
Perfect timing.
Oh, well, Nathan's out front.
We do have Help Tug here in your boy, the Discord chat. Oh. If you'd like to talk, Mr. Gold, please raise your hand.
Please raise your hand, and we'll invite you to the stage. I've accepted. There we go. Tug Gold, number 1. If we're pronouncing your name incorrectly, please let us know.
It's like first part is okay. Second part is like 2, like not like the number 2. So it's R2.
Cool. Okay.
2.
Gotcha.
Okay. You can say Gul. It's so we have something like soft letters in Turkish. So it's Gül. But you can say Gul. Yes, you can say Gul.
We'll try and get it right. As Yannick Kraft retakes the lead from Nathan Gray. Nathan did not particularly put up a great fight there, so I wonder if if we didn't see Nathan punt him off when he was off. And this is a make good, maybe. So obviously your race did not go according to plan. Do you want to tell us anything about it?
I had an accident on the turn 1. I got spun out, lost like 10, 15 places, I think. Came back a bit. I was climbing up good. Then I made a mistake on the, I think, exit of the last corner. I just caught the curb and spun out. I got major damage, so when I was going to the pits, somehow the wheels stopped working right on my pit box. I just checked, it's the extension went dead, so wheel is actually fine. After that I saw like 3 to 4 laps, I think, and I was thinking, okay, the wheel is dead, so I asked the people in the Discord, so they say you can leave, no problem. So yeah, I put it out as a DNF.
Well, you do get a drop round for the season, so... I think you already used yours. You were not at Oulton Park. Am I correct on that?
Yes. Yes. So this is basically... I don't know how it works. Is it, basically
Well, you'll be
disqualifying from the season as a whole.
So you drop your lowest score, but unfortunately your lowest score is already a 0. So this one will count as a 0. Oh no!
Yeah.
Adrian
Oh,
Maroon
boy.
getting
Oh.
knocked into a spin by Yannick Kraft. And Yannick is going to lose the lead to Nathan Gray again.
This is madness.
I have a serious question for the field. Does anyone want to win this race? I'm starting to think the answer is no.
Oh no.
We've seen Nathan Gray give up the lead. We saw El Perry get into a tango with a blue flag car, and now we've seen Yannick Kraft get into a tango with a blue flag car, and we saw Yannick Kraft give away the lead when he was. It's not good. Kraft has dropped back through the order. Casey Jones is up into second, and Sven van der Velde is now on the podium. Sven having an incredible day. The bronze driver on the podium. Let's go. Kraft is still running, and the car does seem fine. He's in 4th place ahead of Sean Young. Robert Volt picking up a spot, moving up into 6th place, ahead of Patrick Bellish. That's a big overtake there as well. Well, good luck with the remainder of the season. It's not over, obviously. Everybody will have a bad round here and there. And also, Bearded X Badass missing in action today because of his daughter's orchestral performance. So, you know.
I mean, it's not too late to put that kid up for adoption. I'm just saying.
I mean, everybody has their duties.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, it's my first season, first time in the wet. I didn't get much practice during the week, so I was half expecting to mess things up for myself.
Well,
but it's more like a learning season for me, like literally like learning the ropes.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Pace up. Yeah, I didn't really expect to be competitive. I think my qualifying wasn't that bad as I expected. I was 3rd in the class. Yeah, but it all went haywire on the first laps.
We got a pit stop from Adrian Marood, so that contact with Yannick Kraft may have caused some serious damage to that car. Hopefully he gets back out there and completes it. Tristan Akaloan making the move on Caden Scott for 2nd place in iron. Caden's car appears to be carrying some damage, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes backwards a little bit here at the end of this race. Front end is definitely a bit banged up. They've got Bo Zur behind them in the black Beamer. And otherwise, that's a lapped car, or lapping car, pardon me. No, it's a lap car. I'm not used to seeing Ron Morley getting lapped by these guys, so my apologies. Ron's normally up near the front, but the wet can sometimes make for some strange combinations out on track, and we are seeing a little bit of that. Sean Young looking to make an overtake here on Patrick Bellish. One of the cars is backwards. That is Pat Fortune, I think, in the stunt possum Lambo. And Bellish is falling back here at the end of the race. This is strange. I'm hoping we get an interview with Patrick Bellish after the race, because he is at the moment having the strangest race we've ever seen from him as he re-overtakes Sean Young. But he's out there going wheel to wheel with people, and normally we just see him sprinting away. And it's not happening today. He's got the 2 Cyber Racing Ferraris on his tail, Sean Young and Matthias Wiedemann. El Perry has also dropped down to 9th place, so something happened to the Stealth Bomber. There he is. Bo Zur making the overtake. Oh no! Bo! Alright, Bo. I'm sorry. We got to put this one on screen. This is not good.
Apparently, Bo did not regard the correct strategy.
He just hip-tossed Caden Scott into the wall. That's not good. Championship leader in the iron, Caden Scott, We were saying the car looked damaged before. Byron, it appears the front end is falling off now.
I mean, that's just weight savings. If you can get rid of all that extra metal, you just go faster.
Bo, I like you. I'm a big fan. I've watched you grow from a very accident-prone backmarker to a legitimate championship contender last season for the Iron Crown. But that was some bad driving, my friend. That was some bad driving. In the meantime, Bella's trying to hang on against the Cyber Racing boys. Things are getting good here at the end. This last 10 minutes might be like some of the best racing we've seen on the day. Chat, I'm taking bets. We've seen race leaders throw this race away. It's been very 1999 European Grand Prix. How is Nathan Gray going to lose the lead?
I'm going to go with Hurricane.
Hurricane. You're not going to go with Goose Aggro?
No, I mean, Goose is passed out on top of the bookcase right now.
Well, I just meant that he has a cat, maybe.
Oh, that's possible, yeah. It would be difficult for Goose to do that much damage from here. But we could try.
I think you underestimate the Goose.
No, I've got a pretty good scar on my arm. I've got a pretty good estimation on that.
Bram Cox, who was our pole sitter and has had a just terrible day. He is caught up to Bo Zur, and, well, if Caden Scott is talking with Bram Cox right now, he might have some warnings for Bram about trying to overtake Bo Zur. Bo's in for a phenomenal result here. He's on the iron podium, but he is, I think, almost certainly going to be seeing some penalties come his way for the next race.
Maggle, do you think that Bo is short for Bonesaw?
Bonesaw's ready. Top 5 rundown per category. Nathan Gray leads from KC Jones, Yannick Kraft, Patrick Bellish, and Sean Young in the silver. In the bronze, it's Sven van de Velde having an amazing day, running in third place overall. Robert Volt in second, Matthias Wiedemann in third. Fourth for Thomas Wong, and fifth for Robert Stoltz. About time Robert Stoltz had a good result. Iron category, Brian Mongrand is on pace for his second win of the season. He's got Tristan Akaloan in second place, Bo Zur in third place. Matthew East! Let's hear it for Matthew! In fourth place, running 16th overall, and rounding off the top 5, it is our boy in the Audi, the Track Tool Audi man, Mario Ferreira.
Cha-cha.
Phenomenal results for both Matthew and Mario, who are favorites of the commentary booth.
We are prone to biases.
We are prone to biases. There's no value in our bias other than how we cover you, but it is there.
As a matter of fact, it may go against you depending on how Castor's Curse you feel.
That's true. That's true. It may actually not work out for you at all. Although, I don't know. I don't think I look at the cars that I like more. I look where the action is. And if you're in the action, you're going to be on screen. If you're not in the action, you're not going to be on screen. It's just kind of all there is to it. I think there was one race, I think it was the opening round of the season, where there was a guy on the podium. I don't think we'd looked at him all race since the formation lap. He had just gone out there and drove, and nothing happened. However, I do have to point out, third place is third place. It doesn't matter if it was exciting.
Doesn't matter if you're third place by an inch or a mile.
Doesn't matter if
something.
Doesn't matter if you're
family.
Doesn't matter if you're in third. It doesn't matter if you're in third place and everything is crashing around you. Doesn't matter if you're just driving out there doing hot laps. It's still third place. James Wheel picking up a spot there as Matthew East gets a little bit wide. This is not a proper battle, obviously. James Wheel is one of the top bronze drivers in the series. Matthew is an iron driver, so Matthew probably not really bothered. Oh, hang on. Robert Stoltz has come to a stop at the side of the road.
Gotta get a hot dog.
So it looks like he had contact with one of the racing Mustangs. But he is also just, like, straight up stopped. Two options I can think of immediately. Number one, the car does look a little bit effed up. He may not be comfortable driving it. I was going to say option two, he might be out of gas, but no, he is moving. Just looks like he's being very, very cautious about the rejoin here. Cedric Mirror versus Steepo. Cedric has had a terrible day. Cedric has had a terrible season. Ever since he adopted that Max Verstappen livery, he has been cursed.
It is considered cursed in, I think, many leagues and lobbies.
I mean, it's definitely holding true here. Cedric is... If I were to rank Cedric as far as like a tier rating system, you know, S tier, A tier, etc., he is a solid A tier silver driver, but the results have they have not been there, and that includes in the Enduro series as well, where him and Oral Shah, who's another very solid driver, have been competing and not really getting the results that their talent demands.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see a lap behind, I think towards the beginning of the race, because I saw him coming out of the pits and he was a lap down, and I was like, how?
Yeah, he pitted very early. He had contact with the pit wall, actually, on the way in. So my theory was that he might have been having some kind of a wheel issue, similar to yourself, actually. But we've not had any confirmation on the matter. Obviously, he's out there driving. He's not talking to us. All right, we're getting down to it. Less than a minute to go. Nathan Gray does still lead. Casey Jones in a pretty solid second place. Sven van de Velde is being pressured by Robert Volt. So Volt has come kind of out of nowhere to challenge for the podium here. Let's go, Robert. That's also a class victory if he can catch up and overtake Sven. I don't think he quite has enough time. It depends. Hang on. Will we get another lap? Okay, we will get another lap. Nathan Gray just started his final lap, so there will be another one. Casey Jones, Sven van de Velde, Robert Volt, Yannick Kraft, who is on Robert Volt's tail, Patrick Bellish in 6th place, Sean Young, Matthias Wiedemann, L. Perry, and Brian Mongrand, your top 10. L. Perry probably thinking about what could have been. It could have been a win today. But it will not be. He's not happy with the stunt possum there kind of blocking his way. I kind of agree. If you're gonna let Wiedemann through there, you probably should just stay out of the way and let Perry through as well. They're both lapping you. They're battling with each other. Yeah, stay out of it as much as you can. Perry up the inside. Can't make it work, though. Oh, he's not happy with Wiedemann. I didn't see anything wrong with Wiedemann's defense, honestly. He's either mad at him with the flashy headlights, or he's just trying to play the flashy headlight distraction game.
That would also be my strategy. And with a horn.
Oh yeah, no. Byron would have like 7 different buttons mapped to his his wheel, mapped to his headlights.
I'd program them to flash things in Morse code.
F you. Nathan Gray does take it home. He is our winner today. Casey Jones in 2nd place. The final spot on the podium, it will go to Holland and the Van Nel Racing Team. Sven van de Velde on the podium. Robert Volt in 4th place. Phenomenal race for him. Yannick Kraft. More was on offer. We'll just leave it at that as he finishes in 5th. Patrick Bellish, the championship leader, in 6th. Sean Young taking home 7th. There was more on offer for him, too. Oh, Wiedemann almost gets stealth bombed at the very end there by L. Perry. Wiedemann takes 8th, Perry 9th. Brian Mongrand will bring it home in 10th place. He is your iron winner today. Congratulations to him. That's 2 wins for him. He also won at Oulton Park. And he wasn't at the first race, so, 100% win rate. Thomas Wong coming to the line in 11th place. Followed by Tristan Akaloan. And Bo Zer will round off the iron podium. The bronze podium was Van de Velde, Volt, and Wiedemann. James Wheel bringing it home in 14th place. Matthew East, let's hear it for Matthew in the chat, everybody. He is a driver who has struggled with consistency, with pace, with staying off the steward's radar. And he's got himself a 15th place here today. Steve Tetley, 16th. From last to 17th for Tyler Scott, and people are leaving the server, so I can't really do a proper rundown of the standings at this point. Okay, so today's winner was a Mercedes. Let's go grab a Mercedes livery to show off to the people. Looks like I can probably guess who won server 1 based on who's in there for an interview. Roland Perox. Do I have a custom Mercedes livery to show off? I don't think I do.
You're the worst.
Oh, just no one's asked me to make one, and no one's really got one. What can I say? It's not an especially popular car, if we're being honest.
They're all great. Oh, that one's cool.
I was gonna say I like that. We'll go with that one.
The Queen of Theba.
All right, as per usual, we open up the streaming studio for possible interviews after the race. We'll give them a couple of minutes to pop in. If no one pops in, no one pops in, and that's just how that rolls. Checking out the server 2 chat to see if anybody, if there's anybody who has anything maybe interesting that we want to. Bozer is a topic of conversation.
I demand we interview Boutros Ghali.
Boutros Ghali, yes. Well, I'm going to post in the chat to see if anybody wants it. Will say that was a phenomenal race. This season's been great. This season's been great.
It has been very entertaining. What kind of crazy weather we're going to do? Snowstorms next week? Perhaps some hail.
Game doesn't support that.
we need hail. That'll be a good one.
But, yeah, we had a phenomenal race at Misano. We had really good action at Oulton Park, and now we've had really good action here. Oh, Nathan Gray is here. Nathan! Raise your hand.
Put your hands up. Come on, stomp your feet.
Nathan, Johnny Herbert Gray, how did your race go today?
Good evening, gents. Well, it went a lot better than last week. Oh, it feels good. After last week, oh man, I was so disappointed in myself. But it feels good. Making the comeback. I didn't think I was gonna have this because Yannick was insanely quick, and Casey Jones as well. Man, but I got lucky with the blue flag incidents. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, we saw that.
So it was basically pure luck on my side. But I'm really happy with the result.
Well, we did kind of say on the broadcast, this is the race nobody wants to win. There was constant mistakes from the lead car. We had El Perry out front early on. We had Bram Cox make a mistake when he was out in the lead. We had Yannick Kraft had problems with the lead. So yeah, you're 1999 Johnny Herbert. Congratulations.
Let's go. Okay. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna check the stream tomorrow. But you guys must have a good evening.
All right, Nathan.
You as well.
Have a good one, sir.
Bye.
We have also been joined by Robert Volt and Thomas Wong. Robert, you have your hand up. Thomas, if you want to speak, you'll have to put your hand up, and then I can invite you. Robert, the Savage Volt, second place today. You had a predominant cheering section in chat. Tell us how that powered you to great feats.
Oh, it feels fucking wonderful.
I believe fourth place overall, second in category, a phenomenal race for you. Welcome back to winning form. Well, not quite winning form, but close to winning form.
Fuck yeah. It feels so great to be back in the Porsche. And the second race just happened to be in the rain, so it was like, oh yes, dreams coming true.
So tell us about your race. We saw a reasonable bit of it, but you still made a climb that we kind of largely missed because there were other things happening at the time. And yeah, we just kind of looked and we're like, oh, Robert's like in the top 5. Not really sure how that happened.
Like most of the race it was just dedication to just diving, surviving, and just being glued to the delta between the different cars. Like, can I overtake him through the pits and all that, yada yada yada. and just getting the feeling of more and more confidence in just in the throttle, in the good old gas pedal every time I enter the exit of the corners.
Are we finally seeing the Robert Volt title challenge here this season, Robert? Do you feel good? Do you think it's on the table?
It might actually be, but we will definitely see about that since I skipped on the first race because of real life stuff, aka a tower changing season.
Oh, you got 2 podiums out of 2 races, which is pretty good. Just looking at my quick little maths spreadsheet here. Yeah, 2 podiums to your name. I believe you're I believe you're actually maybe one of like 2 drivers that has 2 podiums this season in the bronze category. The other one is Matthias Wiedemann, I do believe. And Max Kruse, of course, having wheel problems is going to be a problem. And Sven van der Velde. But yeah, you're definitely in the thick of it. You're not going to come out of here with the championship lead, obviously. I think that's still going to be Thomas Wong, who we'll talk to in a bit. But yeah, you're in the mix, and it's good to see you out there doing good things.
Yeah, I am as well.
All right,
and I will make sure to make the others have to fight for the podiums.
Casey Jones, you're the next man up with a phenomenal run today for the Stunt Possums. Tell us about your race.
I guess as expected, really. I feel good in the rain. I wouldn't say a specialist, but I'm definitely closer to the pace, you know. The results have been pretty good there. I was hoping for the Stunt Possum 1-2, to be honest, with Bram, and it almost worked out that way. Not quite.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested. Well, he's in the chat. So Bram, if you want to talk, please put your hand up. We'll have to ask him about what happened at the start because it was him and El Perry. Well, El Perry streaking ahead of him, but he was in second place, and then suddenly he was in 10th, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think he had to pit eventually there too, so I think he ended up a lap back from everybody real quick there, which was unfortunate because he was so much faster than everybody else. This was going to be a good race for him.
Yeah, a phenomenal pole position. Pole position does seem to be a little bit cursed here out here though.
This is 2 years running of that. Remember last season was kind of the same thing.
We've yet to have a winner from pole. Actually, it's a bit weird. Yannick Kraft was our pole sitter in Misano. He ended up retiring from the race. Nathan Gray did get second at Oulton Park, but now Bram has had a rough time. So, yeah, the pole position's not really. Actually, I'm kind of curious. What's the pole position rate like in the other categories? We have had a winner from pole in the bronze category. That was Max Cruz at Misano. But otherwise, no. Max is the only person who's turned a pole position into an actual win. So,
it's tough.
I
because
guess on the bright
those
side,
guys,
we got parity.
those guys getting poles also get the success penalties a lot because they're winning races. So they're starting pole and then they got a 10 or 15 or 5 second penalty to deal with from their win the week before too. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, you know.
See, I don't know if that's really accounting for it because we're not that's not really what we're seeing.
Most of the times it's something completely different causing the results there or lack thereof results. Yeah, it's somebody getting murdered or slamming into walls, making love with walls, and things like that.
We've to date only had one repeat winner this season, that being the Iron Canadian Brian Mongron, who's taken Oulton Park and now Redbull victories. So he's our first repeat one.
I think we'll be seeing those results switch to silver by the end of the season or bronze.
I think him and Akalan.
Him and Akalan. Yeah, those guys are really both fast. Yeah, it's been a good, really competitive out there. Even those irons, we had a couple irons in the top 10 of quali. Holding out, getting in the top 10 results. It's really competitive out there. It's really fun, but it makes it crowded and crazy. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll quote Lando and say, "Man, it'd be nice if it was a little easier." But that'll never happen.
You don't want it to be easy. You want it to be hard.
But I'm just happy. That was my best result in the RA, actually. So I just wanted to pop in, say hi, say good race to everybody else. It was really clean at the front. Everybody was really keeping it clean in the rain, which was really good. It was a lot of fun. So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you again for everything you do, buddy.
No problem. Thomas, you're next up. Our coming to today bronze championship leader, and I do think you'll probably retain that title. Let me just do a quick bits of math in my head. It's going to be close. It's going to be you or Sven. But that appears to be the predominant battle. How'd your race go, Thomas?
Yeah, very bad. I had a bad quality, and I was just making a lot of mistakes in the race. And I even meet the barrier perpendicularly. So yeah, I just putting myself into unnecessary pressure by Morgraine, and I eventually lose the place to him. So yeah, it was lucky that I didn't lose another place to the fast driver. Just forgot his name. Yeah, but it was a pretty bad race for me.
Well, you get a decent result out of it, so I mean, I'm as someone who is guaranteed no results when I race. That's not too bad.
Well, yeah, but just lacking of pace today. Just watching my opponent going further and further.
All right. Anything else you would like to add, or shall we get Bram up here to talk about lap 1?
Yeah. Go now.
All right. Bram Cox, today's pole sitter and Oulton Park winner, but not such a great result today. Bram, what happened? We saw you up in second place at the start.
Yeah,
Then saw you in 10th place.
Yeah, I was watching the briefing, and I heard Fangler say something about if you want, you can brake at the 50-meter board at the start, but only. Then he said it as a joke, I think, and now I see why.
I suspect you're making an accusation that someone has rear-ended you.
No. I braked at the 50-meter board.
Oh, you outbraked yourself. Okay.
Yeah, and then I hit the grass. I thought I mean, I hope there was a gravel trap. So I slid the car, but yeah, it was grass, so it slid like ice, and I hit the wall. So I had to go pit as well.
And then the rest of the race was just a recovery from that point onwards. I think you still got a decent result. You were just outside the top 10,
No,
right?
yeah, no, I was, but then I think in the same lap that Cosma had like the altercation with like the top 5 people. I also like someone got ahead of me and I slammed into the pit wall.
Oh.
And then after that, it was downhill. Like, I mean, I had to go on 40-minute old tires, and I made a few mistakes, got even more damage, and I think I'm like 30th.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that'll be one to forget.
Yep.
You're coming in today with, you'd already used up your drop score too. That is going to be,
Yeah.
it's going to be a little painful. Oh, well, you come at it today with 19 points. You'll still
at least I get the point for pole.
Yeah.
And then you have the fastest lap, and then your teammate beats it by 200ths of a second. So no, I want to congratulate Casey on his win, and I'm gonna forget this one.
It happens. A couple of the other stunt possums had a good day, so at least your team took some decent results over today. I think Pat Fortune, Idris Cahill got a decent haul of points, and Casey had a really solid outing.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, we'll keep it open for maybe a minute more, see if anybody pops in. But phenomenal race out there today. Byron, was there enough carnage for your devious desires?
I did enjoy that the carnage was nicely spread out throughout the race. We didn't have just one big accident and then, nothing. We had a little bit here, a little bit there. Very nice. Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
Yeah, pretty solid work. Championship wise, I'll have more concrete numbers, of course, when we head for round 4. But probably Bellish at silver will still be leading. I think Van de Velde will probably supplant Wong now that I'm looking at it in the bronze standings. So we should have a new leader there. And Kane Scott had a terrible day. So a new championship leader in Iron. Well, you know what? It's probably not even on offer because he was 17 points ahead of Mongrand coming into this race. And Mongrand won. And the other guys, well, let's see here. Bowser will probably be... It'll probably be Bowser, but not far be it from me to talk about stewarding, but I suspect Bo might have a hard round 4 coming up. There may be one of those famous 45-second pit stop penalties in his future for that hip check he gave Caden Scott. Wow.
I'm sure it was a non-incidental contact.
We got Cedric Muir in the YouTube chat. Car was totally dead. 3 minutes of repair. Lost the rear before the last corner. Yeah. Well, we figured something happened with the crash into the pit entry there. That's it's not unthinkable to crash heading into the pits. There are some pit entries that are very, very weird. But I don't think I've ever crashed heading into this one. My most embarrassing pit entry is probably I was racing with Martin Edmonds over in ESR, and at the last second I decided to pit. It was at Nürburgring, and I just literally headbutted the wall heading into the pit lane. And what was worse is I bounced back into the track and actually hit some cars. So that was not good. I ruined my own race. I ruined other people's races. That was not good. All right, Byron, I think that's all we got for today. Do you have any final thoughts?
Gentlemen, you need to stop using Halloween as an excuse to dress slutty. You can dress slutty all year round if you want.
I agree. And that should be us off the air.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.